Alright, man. What's up, man? How y'all doing? Welcome back to my channel. I hope y'all doing good, and I hope y'all laughing, loving, living, right? I hope y'all doing all those things. Um, got my rings on. Made me feel like the sorcerer that I am, the alchemist that I am when I got my rings on. And they all got meaning. Right? This one is Anubis, the God that I subscribe to at the moment. This is the God that I'm working with. I have an altar for him as well. But I'm working with this God. I just feel connected to him. Yeah, I encourage you to find out what gods you feel connected to. But Anubis, and then it got the Ankh right there. That's very powerful. When you study sacred geometry, you find out that the Ankh is very powerful. It also, when you look at it, it balances the left and the right hemispheres of your brain. Right? It balances the left and the right hemispheres of your brain. And sometimes people, especially in this society, us reading from left to right and doing things in a more Western way of thinking, it causes us to be, our brain to be imbalanced, right? It causes our brain to be imbalanced, right? But yeah, so the Ankh, it balances the left and the right hemispheres of the brain by just looking at it. Right, and the Ankh also represents the union between man and woman, the divine masculine and the divine feminine. Right, the top loop is the womb, and then the thing going up, right, the top loop, the thing that goes like this, that's the womb, right, and then the thing that's like a stick that goes up, that is the staff, that's the penis, the sword, right, the magic stick, right, and then we got this, right, this is an eye of the dragon. Eye of a dragon, right? And you see the scales and everything like that. It's the eye of the dragon. See, dragons represent wisdom. Dragons, when you understand them on a more powerful level, dragons were actually created before angels and demons. Dragons are very ancient, and it's one of the first things that the creator actually designed. Dragons, they also are very protective. They are some of the most powerful things that you can get to use as protection. On a spiritual level, right? On a spiritual level. And then I got this ring, right? This ring is a cobra, right? You got a cobra, right? Which represents the Kundalini energy, right? The Kundalini energy, and then it goes up, and then you got the ball right here, and that's that black matter, right? That black matter, that neuromelanin that causes that boom to, you know what I'm saying? So that's what this is, you know what I mean? And then this ring my girl got me, and this customized stuff like that. Then I got the different jewelry, the Anubis. You know what I'm saying? Being spiritual, man, it's about being yourself. It's about finding things that call to you. I don't even know why I got this, but it called to me, right? And that's what spirituality is about. It's about becoming who you are. It's about unrevealing who you are, revealing who you are, right? Revealing who you are. Some people might think it's too much to wear a whole bunch of rings, but that's just me. Right? Some people might think it's too much to wear all these things, you know, but that's just me. Then I got my Mojo bag and got different things in here, right? So today's video, without further ado, is going to be called Trust Your Intuition. And I'm going to tell y'all a quick story. I'm not trying to make this video too long. So, trust your intuition, right? So, I recently had a friend that died. He got shot 8 times. And it's crazy because it's almost like I knew it was going to happen. I kept hearing voices in my head, and I have clear audience. And some people have clairvoyance, and they mean they can see things. Some people are psychics, and shit like that is different, right? Me, I have clear audience, meaning I have a voice in my head that talks to me. You know what I'm saying? That talks to me, tells me things that I should know. So, like, certain things that I just know that nobody's ever told me, but I just know it. I just know, right? So I have clear audience. So it was just telling me, you know, I had to get away from him. My intuition telling me I need to get away from him. Not because he's a bad friend. He was never a bad friend. It was just he had a lot of anger issues, right? He had a lot of anger issues, and, you know, anything could set him off. And you got to understand in today's world, you can't have things that just set you off like that because you don't know who's gonna kill you right then and there. And life's too short, bro. And a lot of these things that we get mad at it is our ego, and it's things that it's not worth losing your life over. You know what I mean? It's not worth losing your life over. Not saying that you don't be a man and you stand for how you're feeling. You just don't have to be so violent. And so that's what articulating yourself is for, right? Because a lot of the situations that I saw that he got in could have been stopped by just a better articulation of what was going on. And I remember there was an instance that I stopped that it looked like a dude was going in the trunk to get a gun, and I had to explain to him, I'm like, yo, bro, sorry, it was a misunderstanding because of X, Y, and Z, and it really was. So something that could have just been articulated, because I think he was waiting on a guy to pull up for some weed, bro. He was waiting for a guy to pull up with some weed. It was dark. He went to the wrong car, right? The dude felt some type of way. He was with a female. You feel what I'm saying? So as a man, you get defensive, right? But then that's when you let your ego go and you be like, oh, my fault, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's my fault. Because I understand why you be mad, or why, not even mad, but real defensive. You know what I'm saying? I can understand that. I'm a stranger coming to your car late as hell at nighttime. Fine, right? But that's a time where you just articulate yourself and you make sure he understands, yo, my fault. I thought I'll call for some weed, you know what I'm saying? And I'm waiting for somebody to pull up. Easy. And I did that for him, and I explained to him, and the dude was like, yeah, bro. Oh, he was like, yeah, bro. He was like, you good? He was like, yo, man's tripping, though. Because he was. He was tripping, right? So a lot of these instances happened, and I'm just finding like, nah, bro. Like, because it could be me. I could be getting shot, or, you know what I'm saying? Something wrong happened to me. And it's like, me, I know I'm here to change the world. I know I'm here to change worlds because I change minds, right? And a mind is nothing but a world, a universe. The inner you, right? So I know I'm here to change the world. I know what impact I have and I am supposed to have on this planet, right? So I said I have to protect this mind of mine. I have to protect this body, right? I have to protect it. I have to be very intelligent and responsible with it. Because once it's gone, it's fucking gone. You know what I mean? I have to wait for another reincarnation. So yeah, so I got from around him and everything like that, right? I was just listening to spirit, right? Listening to that voice in my head. I see him here and there around the neighborhood, around the hood or whatever. You know what I mean? And I say what's up to him and shit like that. It was never, but the thing was, it was never love lost. That was always my man's. You know what I'm saying? It was never love lost. It was just, I know I can't be around you all the time. You know what I'm saying? I can't be around you all the time because the energy that you bring and that you carry. Right? And he wanted to be better, and I saw him being better. Like, I came into his life and crystals just start popping up around the nigga house. You know what I'm saying? Crystals, they say crystals pop up around your house when the certain ones pop up around your house, the ones that you need. I remember when I was going through something really negative. This is before I even start, being spiritual and everything like that. Before I start being spiritual and shit like that, like black obsidian just popped up in my room. Right? A black obsidian just popped up in my room. Like, out of fucking nowhere. Shit's crazy. And at the moment, I just thought it was just, like, I'm like, what is this? I didn't understand what it was. But now, I understand. I'm like, oh, shit, that was black tourmaline. Or not black tourmaline, but obsidian. It was an obsidian crystal. So when I was hanging out with Trent, that was his name, Trent. When I was hanging out with Trent, you know what I'm saying? Clear quartz crystal just popped up in the house. He didn't know where it came from. He thought it was mine. And I'm like, nah, that's not mine. Right? And nobody in his home is spiritual at all. You know what I mean? Don't know nothing about no crystals, no nothing. Niggas is in the Matrix. You know what I'm saying? So, niggas don't know nothing about none of that, right? So, it was just crazy. So, I saw he wanted to be better, and he was trying to be better, but it just wasn't enough, right? It wasn't enough, and I need to get from around that. So, I did. Anyways, I saw him. We had a conversation. He's telling me about a whole bunch of shit that was going on in his life that was fucked up. And in my head, I'm like, this is why. This is exactly the reason why I separated myself. Because I'm hearing all this fucked up shit going on in his life. And the crazy thing is, it's not just shit coming into his life just happening. It's shit that he could avoid, but he's bringing into his own life from the decisions and the actions, right? It's karma. Karma is a Sanskrit word that means action, right? Karma is like taking sand, right? And going somewhere where it's very fucking windy, that the wind's blowing like this, right? And you throwing the sand. It comes right back in your face. Right? It comes right back in your face. That's how karma is. Karma is the sand that you throw in the wind. It's action. It's all about your action and the energy that you output, right? So I start to see with people that are very negative, people that are always having some fucked up shit happen in their life, it's because they are truly fucked up in the inner, right? One of the 7 Hermetic principles is so within, so without, so above, so below, right? So without, if your shit without is fucked up, I know so within, it is also fucked up, right? So I can see that in people's lives, right? But in his life, I saw he did want to be better, but it just wasn't enough. But he was telling me all this fucked up shit that was happening, right? We was smoking, and it was right before I was about to go into work. He was smoking and shit like that. And he was telling me everything, and I'm like, damn. And I told him, and I said, I felt this energy, right? I felt this crazy ass energy. It was just like, I don't know. It was weird. It was weird. I couldn't even really explain it to you. But I felt this crazy energy, and I'm telling him, like, yo, bro. Like, I felt it. I'm like, yo, bro, you have to chill, or this shit gonna blow up in your face. I told him, I said, bro, you have to chill, or this gonna blow up in your face. Chill with all the girls, chill with, it was specifically the girls. Just leave the fucking females alone, and focus on yourself. And this is what a lot of y'all gotta understand. You gotta take time for you. Take time for you, man. Because you are the only person that you are going to be living with forever until you die. You. Nobody else. People can come, people can go, but you cannot. You are stuck with you. So when you start to see that you're not making you happy, is creating an environment that is not conducive to growth inside and healing for you. Right? So a lot of us say fuck ourselves for other people. Why? When we are the ones that have to live with ourselves 24/7. We are the one that have to listen to the insecurities, listen to the voices, listen to the stress inside of us. Right? And when we don't pay attention, it gets louder. It gets more negative. It gets more fucked up. Right? So I realized I told him, I said, bro, you gotta chill. Cause it was really with the females that he was kind of not there with. You know what I'm saying? I understood why, because of past situations. He told me about it and I analyzed it. This is what I do because I'm a healer. You know what I'm saying? I understood that naturally I am a healer, and that's why I seek to heal and seek to help. To help is to heal. Right? So I saw him, like, bro, you gotta chill. And it's crazy because I specifically said with the girls, right? Because you got to focus on yourself. You can't always be trying to put yourself in somebody else's world and somebody else's energy. Sometimes you have to sit by yourself, sit in a dark room, or just in any fucking room. Listen to yourself. What things are coming up? What insecurities are coming up? Right? Do the shadow work. Work on you. Right? Because going with somebody else is just going to make more destruction. Right? So I told him this, and when he was listening and everything like that, right? And I think he was. About a month and a half later, he's dead. Right? A month and a half later, he's dead. How he died, he got set up by a female. A female that was other than a female, I told him that actually loved him. And that he should have been with. Right? And I cared about him. Because he did her wrong. Right? And I told him, I said, bro, yeah, you should be with her. If you're going to be with anybody, it should be with her. But if you're not going to be with her, and you're not going to build with her, then you should just be by yourself. Right? If you should just be by yourself. Right? And he got set up by a female. Right? So I say that to say it could have been me. I still could have been my friend. I still could have been hanging around him. Because that night, I always walk with him to, do drop-offs and just kick the shits, you know what I'm saying? But he's been shut up before. I found this out. Right? But this is after I stopped hanging out with him. It's like literally my intuition is telling me, yo, bro, shit about to start happening, for real. Get the fuck up out of there. Shit about to start happening, right? And that's what happened, because literally I'm hearing, he was getting shot at and all this and the third, and I'm thinking it could have been me. If I didn't listen to my intuition and I didn't go with what I felt, it could have been me. It could have been me. So it could be you. So I say that to say, listen to your intuition. Listen to your intuition. He went to do the drop out for the weed and everything like that. A girl called him, needed him, you know what I'm saying? And a girl, she set him up. He got there, getting ready to drop off the weed. He got shot 8 times. 8 times. 8 times. Right? 8. 8, bro. On a full moon. Be careful on the full moons, y'all. Be careful on the full moons. Full moons, they amplify energy. Right? So you have to be careful on full moons. Full moons, you probably want to be in the house, to be honest. If you can help it, be in the house. Be in the house on a full moon. It's serious. It's serious shit, right? Police officers and EMTs, they double up on their staff on full moons because they understand what's happening. It's the lunar energy. Lunar energy makes you a lunatic. Right? Lunar energy makes you a lunatic. So, yeah, trust your intuition, bro. Trust your intuition, because if I hadn't trust mine, it could have cost me my life. It could have cost me my life. And it could have been me. And I say this to say that it could be you. Right? So don't turn into a dead, a fucking soul before you finish your mission as a human. Right? Before you finish your mission as a human. Right? So that's all, man. I hope y'all love. I hope y'all laugh. I hope y'all live. Right? And appreciate life. It's short. It can be taken away at any moment. Appreciate life. Right? So that's it. Trust your intuition, bro. Stop hanging around with people all the time. Sometimes sit in your own energy so you can heal. So you can, really see what's wrong with your ass. Because you're toxic. Toxic. Right? A lot of y'all are toxic. You know what I'm saying? And we all got our toxic ways. And that's okay. But that's why we heal. Because we all have had traumas. We all have had things we have to get over. You know what I mean? So be gentle with yourself. Be kind with yourself. Go and heal. Later.